listening to Rat Rolls, a Fallout Tabletop podcast.
All right. So you all are in the atrium. You've talked to the elephants. You have talked with the gorilla. You've sought a conclusion between the mice, the cats, and the badgers. I wouldn't say that you. I think you sought a conclusion is a great statement for that. The giraffes just want to be higher, and the reptiles are in their own enclosure as well. Just to kind of reset the scene.
We should probably just to be thorough. We should probably talk to the reptiles.
You know what they're gonna say though? They're gonna say something about how this other species is inferior, or I don't know. Maybe they'll be like the giraffes and just be like, "Oh, they're short."
They might just be like, "Hey, it's kind of cold in here. We're cold-blooded reptiles. We would really like to be warmer." And we'll say, "Hey, if you guys vote to open the door, there's a sunny side outside. You can go outside and sun yourself in the sun." And then they'll go, "Oh, there's a door right over there," and boom, we're out.
They might also get mad at us for potentially severely depleting the mice population, because I bet you the reptiles want to eat the mice too.
Well, then we'll kill and eat them. No problem.
That's the spirit.
So it's fine to kill and eat them, but my idea of killing the elephants for their tusks was somehow too far.
I didn't say that.
Killing something to eat them and killing something because you like to wear their teeth as jewelry are not the same things, Cody.
We were absolutely
you wanted to make like a hat with tusks. Like a fashion faux pas, Conan.
That sounds pretty cool.
Thank you. Wow, you just assumed we weren't going to eat them.
That sends a message that you killed something with tusks, or killed someone who killed something with tusks.
It is a message.
It is a message.
I wonder if you could
those
attach to like some kind of like auto fist that you'd auto punch somebody with giant teeth attached to your arms.
Now you're thinking.
I once saw this guy who did that with like death claws. He like strapped the claws onto his arm and he slashed people with that. Coolest thing ever.
That sounds wicked.
That sounds mental. Granted, I wouldn't want to be punched by somebody that mental, but okay.
Oh no. No, you would not.
It's inelegant. And that's coming from someone named Punchy. I mean, like, what's wrong with a good old-fashioned fist?
Going through Abel's head was a whole scenario in which he was contemplating punching people in the asshole to burn them.
While it was on fire, right?
Yeah.
We've had this discussion.
Yeah, Abel's keeping that to himself right now. Is just sort of mentally playing that back, and how we're, as we're talking about psychos that just punch things.
It always comes back.
Is there anything to the mouse's snack name being like Flaming Ass Clown and the clowns?
Honestly, it just sounds like the kind of thing that a cat would name something that they were trying to denigrate, because cats are kind of assholes. So it makes sense that they would. Well, before they were dead, they were assholes. Now they're dead assholes. But
just as a backstory of the name Chocolate Ass Clown, by the way, that was legitimately named at band camp. When the seniors met the freshmen, they gave me a plate with string and then wrote my name as Chocolate Ass Clown, and everybody had to refer to me as Chocolate Ass Clown. It was better than Dixie Normus, because that was.
I beg to differ. I would rather go through summer camp being called Dixonormous
than Chocolate Ass Clown. Well, true. I guess it really depends.
And then
or Harry Pooter. There was a few different ones. They got pretty tired.
Yeah, he's Greek.
Anywho, the degrading name in my head was from personal trauma.
You were pretty quick with that name. I was like, oh, wow, okay, there's something there.
Well, that comes from a place.
I remember. Anyways, sorry. Continue, scene.
Let's go. Hazel, I think you're right. Let's go be thorough. I'm telling you, they're just going to want to eat somebody or say that, you know, they think this other one should die or something awful. But, hey, who knows, right?
Okay. Who wants to take the lead on these guys, then? They're cold-blooded, so, Cody, how about you?
I don't know who Cody is, but Frankie will do it, yeah.
Frankie. Sorry, Frankie. Sorry, I had like a flashback there.
How about Clark goes and does it? Because that would be...
Clark can do this one.
Clark and Lonnie can take care of this one. Well,
right. Nightmare Lonnie. Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay, yeah, so you all enter the...
tear. Hazel has a little tear.
The lizard exhibit. It's kind of like a marshy wetland with like a giant tree kind of off to the side. You all enter and just hear hissing, just hiss. But you can't see any of the. You can't see anything other than the marsh. You don't see any lizards or anything, but you just hear this hissing in the air.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Hello? Anyone?
You should not be here. Go away.
Yep, that's what we're trying to do. Thank you.
Accurate.
Yep.
Wow.
We agree.
Got it in one.
You have killed all of the mice and all of the cats and most of the badgers, and yet you're here talking to us. How do you know you won't kill us?
We didn't kill them. They killed each other mostly.
You lie. We saw you and your yarn.
We gave the cats some string. We thought they would enjoy it.
Honestly, they traded me a slave's freedom for that ball of yarn. They had what was coming to them.
We freed a mouse. We freed little Jimmy Sprinkles.
And yet, what did you do? Let him crawl through all the chutes, gnawing through massive amounts of leaves and shit the giraffes had piled in their logs.
You know what? I'm going to stop you right there. Actually, we totally agree. We have kind of fucked things up. We're trying to leave. The sooner you can get us out of here, the better. It sounds like our goals are totally aligned. We don't want to kill you. But my patience is waning on this. But honestly, having said that, patience is waning. You're being the most reasonable so far.
True. And also, just for the record, rodents have front teeth that grow very, very quickly. They need to constantly gnaw on hard things to be able to wear their teeth down so their teeth don't grow so long that they bend around backwards and pierce their own skulls. We are actually helping here, and we'd like to help you. Seriously, we would. If you can help us, we will help you, and we will all leave happily.
What we want is the same thing that you want. Out.
Get out? Excellent.
Oh, you want out?
Oh, shit.
That's great. We're on the same page then.
Are you sure?
We are truly the apex predators. Can you see all 100 of us? No, you can't.
Honestly, I thought the elephants were going to kill anything over like 10.
I can't, because you are very well hidden in an area that has a lot of plants and greenery. But do you know what you're going to find when you get out?
Ixnay on the exit day.
None of that.
We want them to help us get out, remember?
Can I do a sensor perception check to see if I can find out?
Yeah, I would say a perception plus sneak. Oh, lying about the number? Yeah, perception plus sneak for difficulty 3. I would say to try to, like, you're a robot trying to perceive, like, really well camouflaged, like, animals. Like,
is that right if I use an action point team?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to do it. Let's
no.
Oh, well, all right.
So your successes, your sensors just like show there's a bunch of heat signatures in the room. Like you don't know. It's just like,
are there though?
You just see all red. Like you can't. You're like, it's a hot one today. Like,
it's sure is hot.
Another scorcher.
Yep.
All right. I mean, great. It sounds like we're on exactly the same page. So, what's your plan? It sounds like you guys have been wanting this for a while. We're here to help.
Problem is the voting. The voting consists of A's and nays. But 100 lizards cannot withstand the voice of a single elephant. And when we gather in the atrium, they're louder. See, most people would...
It's a volume thing.
Jeez.
Yes.
Okay.
So the A's and nays of the louder, bigger animals always have it.
Oh, we can definitely fix that for you. That's not a problem. We have something that we can set up a sound system. You guys can definitely drown them out.
Whatever you think, we're happy to help. We'll be your eyes and your ears.
You think we could get away with having... Like, would a resolution work if we just didn't invite the elephants? They just didn't know it was happening and therefore weren't there to vote?
Secret vote.
Secret vote?
Unfortunately, when you declare a resolution, an alarm rings in the vault. And naturally, the animals will come too.
What if we disable the alarm?
That could work.
Ooh. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah.
I bet it could be done from the overseer's office.
You would likely need to get into the overseer's office. We haven't been able to get in there, but we have been able to get into the underworks. We think that there's a door in the back of it that you can get into.
Oh, that's what Kansas City Dick was saying. But how do we get people of particular sizes through those tubes into that back?
You'll likely have to grease yourselves up and slither down an empty tube into the lower works of the vault.
You guys are gonna have to Topeka plunger yourselves. Sorry, there's no other word.
Yeah. Well. Huh.
Well, that sounds very inconvenient.
Unfortunately,
Mr. Lizardman.
Yes.
Is there I feel like we have a compatriot who's in those food tubes. He mentioned something that there might be room for robots. Do you know of any like special robot access only areas that could maybe get us down there?
You would need to open up the pipes more and bust them open, effectively ripping a hole into the pipe. At that point, I would just consider ripping a hole in the floor and trying to weld yourself open.
I might have to sit this one out, you guys. I can walk you through the mental preparation for a Topeka plunger.
But there is something that you can do. In the atrium, there's a terminal that originally the resolutions would be recorded on, but no one can type. So it just does this special thing where when you talk, it makes it text. we haven't been able to access this due to our lizard-type fingers and inability to know how to type.
Well,
you might be able to do something.
Okay. Oh, I think I certainly can.
Just imagine Punchy touch typing with the index finger.
Now that I think about it, I think like do robo-brains just like avatar themselves into computers? Like, do they have
just
a plug
that
they just like
now we in the shell cord?
Yes. I'm in the net.
Just plug me in.
I know Kung Fu.
Wow. A terminal. Elephants really should have told us that one, honestly.
I can see it. I can see the elephants not really paying attention to terminal because they can't type. Well, they have trunks. I guess they could.
They're hoarding all the technology too.
They're also hoarding all the democracy because it's apparently volume based.
Volume based. What a joke.
Yeah. That's not democracy. That's called a republic.
Okay, so
get it right, you nerds.
This has been massively helpful. Wow, you've given us a lot to work on here. You know what? Why don't we're going to go check out that terminal. We already got little Jimmy Sprinkles, Kansas City Dick, trying to get into the overseer's office on our behalf. And it sounds like we've got the workings of a great relationship here for a secret vote right up y'all's pond.
Absolutely. So our new lizard allies, is there anything you want other than to get out? Is there anything else we can do to help you? Because we're obviously helping ourselves, so we're definitely going to do it. But,
do not kill any more animals, because if you do, the badgers will repopulate. They've been killing every single animal in this vault for years and years, and they always survive.
Okay, so
badgers kind of owe me a solid right now. So
they do, and also you said don't kill any more animals. We haven't actually killed them, although they did kind of die because of us. I'm not saying we're going to do this. What if just the badgers died?
Well, the elephants did discuss one time about the effects of involuntary manslaughter. So, excuse me, do not commit involuntary manslaughter.
Okay, you got it. It sounds like a steep ask, but we will do our best. Because
it's really not.
How would you feel about us asking the badgers to keep the elephants busy during the secret vote?
Whatever you can make work to get us out of here.
Okay, we can work with that. Yeah.
Pacifist lizards who just want out. I'm kind of digging this vibe. Absolutely.
We go to the atrium?
Yeah, let's go to the atrium. And you said the lizards were gonna be the ones that were gonna try and eat us like immediately.
So the atrium itself is these it's like a central area. There's all of these glass cases that think about like a zoo or something, like the enclosures are within, so everybody can see you when you are walking around the atrium itself. But there is a terminal towards the front, directly underneath the overseer's window, which is, as of course we said, very high up there. That's what's up.
Okay, so let's see if we can do something with this terminal.
Yeah, you approach it, and it essentially says, the screen reads, "Please input resolution."
Okay, so if we put in the resolution, it'll immediately call for the vote, right? Which means we need to take down the alarm first.
Do we know? Okay, so here in the atrium, all the enclosures can see what we're doing.
Except for the cat one, because it's covered in viscera and gore.
Oh, right.
Right.
Did one of the animals say explicitly that they come into the atrium to do the vote, or do they do the votes from their enclosures?
They said that they come into the atrium to do the vote.
Okay. The other option is we could try to see if we can break the door mechanism for the elephant's enclosure, so we can call the vote and the elephants can't be present because they can't leave their enclosure, but they can still see. But what does it matter if they're not actually there for the vote?
Yeah, I think an issue though is that the monitors are by far some of the quietest.
Yeah, I think
I don't think they'll be able to vote very hard.
Can we make? Is there anything around here like big palm leaves we can maybe make into some megaphones for them?
No, I think we're gonna have to do
the speaker system. Wait, we're taking down the alarm. If it's actually a series of speakers, maybe we can use that to broadcast their vote so that they sound louder.
Or ours.
Yeah.
Let's access the speakers, then we win.
Yes.
How do we do that?
You got to do it to Topeka Plunger.
Just no other way. Using no choice.
All right.
Or we squishy humans with your bodies.
All right.
Or
here's what we do. Here's what we do. We call a vote to give us access to the overseer's office because that's what they want. And then when we have access, we call a second vote that lets us out after we've gotten all of the access to the speakers and stuff. Does this make sense? It makes sense in my head.
Well,
so you think
we're kind of.
Will they vote for us to get access?
No, we're kind of on the same path.
We only need the elephants to need us to get access because they're the loudest.
Exactly.
And then when we become the loudest, it doesn't matter what the elephants want or not.
We do a little switcheroo on them.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
That's democracy. I'm sorry, a republic.
That's right.
If I learned one thing from my mom, it was sneaky ways to keep power.
Kudos.
Okay, so we asked the elephants to vote for us to have access to the overseer's office, and then from there we continue the plan for the secret vote, but also just possibly a rigged vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
The elephants said that we were good at using tools, right?
We'll use them.
Well, I was thinking the speaker. Oh, that was an insult. Okay, I like it.
Nice.
All right, so what's the next move?
Does he call for a vote?
No, we got to talk to the elephants first.
We have a good rapport with the elephants. I'd like to go to the elephants as FBI Special Agent Rick Longbottom.
All right.
Good evening, or good afternoon, Special Agent Rick Longbottom. This is Private Maloney of the Elephants. Have you thought more about our situation?
I thought I spoke with Private Maloney.
Yes, this is Private Maloney.
Okay. It almost sounded like
Private Baloney?
Baloney. Sorry.
Excuse me. A flap.
I do like the idea that all the elephants are like
there's
Baloney,
and Deloney. Make sure you don't mix them up.
Okay. Private Maloney, we have reason to believe that perhaps we could use the democratic process here in this area to perhaps give us access to the overseer's office. That way we could assist in getting some of the other activities sorted out that you had desired. So we were curious what would need to be done to enact a resolution that would allow myself and my fellow special agents to gain access to the overseer's office in an easy and unfettered and unlubricated way.
So before we have voted to gain access to the overseer's office, and it says access granted, and but there's no tale of where the overseer's office is. We understand it's up very high. We've tried to essentially play nice with the drafts to try to get us up higher, but likely the only way to the operation center, known as the overseer's office, is to go through the underground network of nutrition that we have most recently put forth. If we have access to that, we can likely find where the overseer's office is, though we would need to go with you.
Okay. Do any of the animals have a how do I put this, an oil-based diet? Something, fatty, like oily,
like palm oil or
like grease.
It seems like I'm not sure about oil-based diets, but it seems like to me, based on the information that you gave, we quickly just tried to check on the outside of the enclosure, but it seems like that the cat exhibit has been covered in a red-based oil paint of some sort that maybe is for remodeling. This is something that you could likely use if you needed an oil.
Okay. And if we're lucky, maybe it's edible too. Okay. Private Maloney, we'll get back to you. Thank you for your time.
Very well. You're adjourned.
All right, gang. It really sounds like I need to coat myself in blood and jump in a pipe.
Honestly, it'd be kind of good to touch base with the Badgers too. They might be useful still.
Why do we have to keep covering ourselves in viscera to get anything done? Sorry.
It's
a wasteland, Hazel.
Yeah, it's just a thing. I'll well, okay. I guess I'll roll around in this for a little while. I'll just pretend it's mud. We used to roll around in mud all the time as kids because, there wasn't much else to do.
Are you going to the cat enclosure? Is that where you're going next?
Yeah, I guess I'm going to the cat enclosure because I don't know any better. I figure, okay, blood is kind of slippery. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah, so you enter the cat enclosure. In the corner of the room, in the back corner, there's just like this throbbing, like wildly moving, like wire and coils. There's about, I would say, how many? Probably like 20 badgers that are still left living. Most of the other badgers seem to have been completely and totally like just like parts of their body just ripped off from mostly dealing with, it seems like, these the haunted pieces of string. The mice are clearly very dead. Not a living one in sight. And the badgers have been consuming their corpses as well as the corpses of the cats. The badgers see Frankie and kind of like give them like a badger's thumbs up as they're just like munching down on a lot of the nastiness. There's a lot of prime cuts in here, I would say.
Okay. I'd like to guess if there's any viscera that's exposing some of the greasy bits, maybe some of that fresh animal fat.
I would say that the fattiest animals that are in there were probably the badgers, so you could probably roll yourself in some badger viscera to get yourself like coated up.
I'd like to roll myself in badger viscera, please.
Yeah, do a luck plus athletics check for difficulty 2.
Okay. I'd like to spend a AP.
All right.
And I'm doing luck plus athletics.
Yeah.
2 success.
Okay, yeah. You get down in this like pile of like intestines and a number of different muscles and blood and organs from these badgers' claws and fur, and you just like start rolling yourself in it. And fortunately enough, like you aren't like ingesting anything, like nothing's getting caught in your skin. You're just really greasing yourself up, and now you pretty much look like if the children of Adam had a Rambo that was like ready to go. So there you are.
Oh, that's a mental image.
Punchy.
Yeah, you look ready to be plunged, my good man.
Plunge me.
All right, so here's what you want to do.
I might need I'm curious if somebody can guide me, because like a little mouse friend or a little Kansas City Dick friend, like, could just sort of.
Yeah, you just need a little Kansas City Dick. That's all.
Yeah.
Everyone just.
Especially,
I think a little Kansas City Dick would help me right now.
We haven't explored this before, but can I like emit a radio signal to like recall Kansas City Dick?
Send a ping.
I would say that could be a difficulty check if he's already like he hasn't completed. You can send him on a mission to like go and do something passively, and there's probably a % chance that he's successful, unsuccessful. But if you want to try to send him a message, I would say that would be like an intelligence plus speech check for difficulty 3, because you're like in a vault. Like,
yeah,
radio communications are rather hard. Like if you're trying to send them, if you're in the same room and you're trying to send them a special message, you'd be able to robot to robot, you know.
Yeah.
But like calling your dog, it's different.
I'm gonna try to ping him and summon him back.
Yeah, do
intelligence and speech.
Yeah, intelligence plus speech.
You.
If you're trying to summon an animal, I would say charisma plus survival. I think that would be difficulty 3, by the way, because it's a vault.
Okay. If we have do we have the P points? Spend a little.
Yeah, we've got 10 left.
Yeah,
can burn it. There's no death claw down here. There's no death claw enclosure.
All right. I'm gonna spend 3 AP to go 4 dice. See if we can get that going. Is that all right with everybody?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need the help. So.
There we go.
Hey!
Yeah,
Bing,
3
bang, boom,
successes. Yeah, you've established a line of communication with what's his name? Kansas City Dick. And if you'll give me 2 seconds here, you have set up a line of communication with him. This line of communication is a special line of communication. In which you have approximately 1 minute to have a conversation with Kansas City Dick and give him the relevant information that you need to. So that time will begin right now.
All right, Kansas City Dick, I need you to come back to the cat enclosure. We're going to Topeka Plunger Abel. He's going to get to the overseer's room. We got a whole plan. We're going to co-opt the speaker system. We're going to remove the alarm, and we're going to do a vote, and we want to be able to make our voices the loudest possible. So we're going to turn the speaker into a megaphone kind of thing. Abel's going to go down there, but I need you up here to show him the way. So get here ASAP.
So come back to the cat enclosure, right?
Cat enclosure, come on.
Okay.
Bring the mouse.
All right, and at this time, all of a sudden there's a rumbling from the pipe as a massive amount of tuna is like erupting from this pipe as it just like pours out and mixes with all of the viscera and blood, making a very fishy, irony smell fill the air as these like fish guts are now spread across the floor as Kansas City Dick comes out like a good old thing of Drano. Shawnee is new and comes up to you and says, "Hey, boss man.
Hey, did you find the overseer's office?"
Oh yeah, I mean, me and little Jimmy Sprinkles got to talking. I mean, you wouldn't believe the crazy stuff that we did down there. I mean, there was like a whole other adventure that we had, you know? It was like a whole different thing. I could write novels. I could make a movie about it, you know?
I look forward to hearing all about it someday, not now, not anytime soon, probably. All right, but I need you to help Abel get down there. He's all set to go. He's greased up. You two aren't going either, Hazel, Frankie, you're not going down, you're staying up here?
No. Thank you.
You'll wear elephant tusks as a hat, but you won't cover yourself in cat gut and squidgy down a tuna pipe. I see how it is.
I have my limits. Hey, but before you go, take this skeleton key just in case you run into any like a lock on the overseer's door.
Yeah,
should be good.
Sure thing. That might. Yeah. Never was good with locks. So this is great. Thank you.
Also, no offense, Abel. Do you know how to do what we're asking you to do? I know you're kind of a homeschool kid. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I don't know, just kind of wing it.
I mean, you do have an angel on your shoulder. All right. I'm sure you'll do good. I believe in you.
I mean, it's got to be done, so it might as well be me.
All right, so when you get into the pipe, now you're gonna be. It's a good thing that it's covered in fish guts, also, because tuna is also very oily. That should help you go. Now I'm gonna admit something. Usually when we Topeka plunges someone, they're not alive, so I'm not so concerned about how they make their way through the pipe. But what you want to do, I think, is you want to get into like a swimmer pose. Like you want one arm up and one arm down, and you're going to kind of shimmy your shoulders. So you don't want to do both arms down. No, because then you get trapped, you start freaking out, there's nowhere to go. But if you got one arm up, one arm down, you kind of like, you can feel your way and kind of pull yourself like you're swimming. You know how to swim, right? Someone taught you?
Yeah, I did a little swimming to get down here. Yeah, I can swim. All right. I fooled with water. It makes me feel good.
That's good. All right, and then you just you want to keep you don't want to stop breathing too hard. It's hard for I don't breathe anymore, so it's kind of hard for me to remember what it was exactly like. But you don't want to start breathing too hard, because then you might hyperventilate, and I don't think you have a paper bag down there. So but if you find a paper bag, breathe into the bag. You blow it up, you blow it in, you blow it out, you blow it in. Just don't hyperventilate, and just Kansas City Dick, he'll take care of you.
That seems like an awful lot to remember, to just crawl through a pipe.
You're gonna do great.
I don't have any choice.
You have a choice. I mean, you can decide not to do this. We can figure something else out.
But not while I'm in the middle of the tube, though.
Oh, good point. Yeah, you should probably follow through on that.
I should probably commit, and then I'll just gesture it at myself. I think I'm ready. I might be losing lubrication by the minute.
Okay. Can we? Is there anything we can do from this side to sort of give you a push?
I would say that this would be an agility plus athletics check for difficulty 4. I would say that Punchy's description of that and how he wants to do it, I think we'll be able to have Punchy do an assist with that. And I don't think anybody else can assist, but you have 10 AP. It's a difficulty 4, agility plus athletics.
Okay.
You really want us to spend our AP? Wow.
We came in here with like double digit. I'm going to spend 3 AP so I can roll.
Right. Once you have a bunch of money, I turn into the Louis Vuitton manager. I don't know why I'm speaking like Kansas City Dick, but that's the way it is.
Okay. Now,
the way it is.
So
you said agility and athletics, correct?
Yeah. So the next thing. Oh yeah, I rolled the. So I rolled the wrong thing. My agility athletics is I would be aiming for an 8. So in reality, I
roll
have
it again.
0,
Just
6.
roll it again. Just roll it
Okay.
again. Just roll it again.
All right.
Agility plus athletics. Punchy did not assist you.
Agility athletics. That is 1. I will. I committed to spending a luck point. I'm still going to spend a luck point to re-roll that 16. So I've got 2 successes now.
Okay. With the difficulty 3, with 2 successes, you start to go down the pipe. But here's the fucking thing, you Augustus Gloop son of a bitch, is you are stuck in this pipe.
In the tuna hole.
You are trying to move around. You are trying to get past a number of different obstacles, but you realize that in order to force yourself through, you have to take 6 direct damage to your leg to break it.
I have to break my leg?
Yeah. That's the only thing that you can do. You like have to sheer force of will break your leg, or you can try to yell up and inform people of your Augustus Gloop.
I'll break your leg for you.
Oh my god!
Is my leg accessible to others?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If other people want to break your leg for you, they could try to reach down and see if they can like maneuver it to break it. But I mean, that's going to be a skill check on them to see if they can do it.
If it's a medical skill check, I can try and do it.
Yeah.
No, it's an attack. It's an attack. You're attacking.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. So.
Come on. You medically you can break people's legs for a reason.
All right. I would like to. If I have to spend a luck point for it, I will. But would it be possible for Hazel to be able to dislocate my leg? Like, when you say break my leg, what, like, do I just need to... Is it like people that dislocate their thumbs or something to get out of handcuffs, that type of deal? Like,
yes.
They do something? Okay. So,
yes.
Like, could she
need
potentially
to break your leg around your hip? Your ass is too fat to go down this shit, and so you need to.
Damn it! I knew I was too dummy thick.
You need to break your leg around because your hips don't lie. Your arms are in the right position. You got them right there, and you know that you just need to like thrust yourself onto your leg to try to break your hip in this little hole.
Abel is too caked up to make it through the pipe.
Yeah. All right. So mechanically, I'm willing to do this. Story-wise, to fit the fiction, I'm not sure how I would be able to do it without assistance. So I'm going to have to ask for assistance, and I'm going to let the rest of the party figure out what they need to do to shove me in this hole. Is that reasonable?
That is what I think you should do.
Okay.
Yeah, Frankie, who is not the inventor of the Topeka plunger, but I would imagine that sometimes, you got to force it down with your boot and plunge the Topeka. So
just start healing me down the drain, I guess.
Yeah, you just but then you kind of got to get in the tube yourself, so you can kind of like get the leverage. Okay, this might be a crazy idea, but what is the crazy tentacle rope doing? I believe you described it still like flailing around in the corner.
It's just like being an elder being in the corner.
I don't like this line of thinking.
I mean, we could. It is a rope. It is a rope. What? We can maybe
pummeling my taint to get me into this pipe is one thing. Let's not add bondage to the mix, okay?
All right, I'm just saying it is a plan that's on the table, and honestly, Abel, there's not much you can do about it in your position.
That's true, but I would think you would want to pick something that is helpful.
I think this guy's asphyxiating as we speak, so...
Okay, can I, partially shove myself down the tube to be able to sort of, act as a ramrod to push him the rest of the way through?
Wow. Let's use your body to ram his body.
Right, yeah, in a totally non-sexual way, I'm going to ram his body with my body to get him through the very tight opening.
All right, yeah, just
push him deeper into the tuna hole, guys.
You're just gonna Pyrenean prod. It's
just gonna stomp on him, right?
I was going to actually double leg, just jump, plunge both legs into the hole to be able to squeeze him out of the bottom.
And then I'll have
to. And then they'll have to pull me out from this side because I'll probably be half in and half out of the pipe at that point. But
Finn Balor coup de grace or Seth Rollins curb stomp.
That's a problem for Hazel now, not Hazel now.
It depends on how successful you are. You might just pop right through with him.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now. It's going to be a strength plus athletics check to see if you can hit it. To see if you can in there and do it and be able to get out.
Okay.
If you roll a complication on that, it's done. But you got to roll 2 damage dice to see if you can break his leg with an unarmed attack.
Okay. I'm gonna wrap my little fuzzy tail around my waist with a belt,
Hazel style. Before you commit to this, I need you to know that I'm currently wearing metal pants. Okay?
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt both
here's of us. The thing. There is nothing you can do.
Broken your legs.
You literally cannot injure my legs. Hazel, you cannot injure my legs.
Well, if you have protection, that's important in a situation like this.
Right.
I'm still going to ram you.
You need to go at this in a more clinical fashion.
She sounds... She's committed. You can't talk. You have 2
All right, drop kick my tank. Go for it. Let's go.
All right, here, guys.
Wait. Hold up. Punchy's gonna... Wait, hold up.
What?
Hold up.
No, yeah, put the camera. Punchy, put the camera away. Punchy, put the camera away.
Pipe.
Thank you.
Guys, this is a good stuff. My center eye is a camera, so I'm recording everything. Oh
damn it!
Is the pipe vertical down, or is it what is the position of the pipe itself?
A Mario style. Vertical down.
Okay. Is he down far enough where describing it like a Mario pipe, like there's 3 feet of pipe and before it disappears into the ground? If
Hazel jumped in, it would be up to Hazel's shoulders, so that if she did it correctly, she would be able to lift herself out. It would be up to her shoulders.
If I do he's gonna have to between lift me up on the side. Maybe. We'll see what happens.
That's what I'm thinking is like we kind of cut into the side of the pipe, but
well, for right now, we need to get Abel out of there before he suffocates. So Taint's away.
Maybe we should just yank him out.
Yanking's the opposite direction we're trying to go.
Yeah, but I mean,
it might dislocate my leg if I'm stuck. So I mean, win-win.
I can fix your leg as long as we get you out of this pipe. I can fix your leg as long as I'm not stuck.
Miss Greenglass, I don't doubt it, but I just need a little extra space.
Okay,
I've been eating too many carrots apparently.
So guys, this is a really bad idea. That's a really bad idea, and I'm on board for it. I'm gonna lube up to try and make this easier. I am gonna take some of this viscera and I'm gonna lube up my legs, like about up to hip level. Not going above hip level.
I mean, it is.
So. All right. So
wait, are the badgers in here still?
Probably watching this, like eating popcorn at the point.
Please don't involve the badgers.
No, I think we gotta get Abel out of the pipe, and I think the best way is to pull him out. And I think if all of us, the badges included, yank him, I think we can get him out without doing too much damage to him or any at all.
All right,
Dave, at this point, if he's starting to ask about the badgers being involved, I think I'm going to start desperately trying to force myself through the pipe to see if I can dislocate.